Let's go, bud. So this amazing place, this is free camping. It's a windy, rainy day here in southwest Montana. I'm at the Beaverhead Campground, and believe it or not, this is free. And it's not like it is empty. This is how spaced out the campsites are here. You get this amazing patio canopy. There's trash. You have bathroom facilities. There's no electrical hookups. There's no sewage hookups. You're basically dry camping. But as long as you have a generator, you have a water pump, you've got propane, you've got all the amenities that you need. And we're on the shore of this reservoir. It's about, I think, 20 miles south of the town of Dillon. So I have been full-time RVing for almost a year and a half now. It was a nationwide hunt to get the RV that I was looking for. And we drove from Michigan all the way to Yellowstone in Wyoming. We took over a month doing it. I think it was about a month and a half. And we did not pay for one campsite the entire way there. So I'm gonna share with you guys some of my knowledge of free camping, dry camping, work camping, and boondocking. What we're looking at here is called Three River Stadium. If you look to the left and you see the bridge where the cars are crossing, coming under that bridge is the Gibbon River. It winds right around right in front of us like this. At the base of these cliffs on the edge of National Park Mountain, that's the Firehole River. Both of these rivers connect right here at this point to our right and forms the Madison River. The Madison River connects to the Missouri, Mississippi, and then all the way out to the Gulf. Now, they made this a national park in 1872. The reason why that's called National Park Mountain is that flagpole over there marks the spot that in 1870, an early expedition to the park was at the end of their expedition, and a man by the name of Cornelius Hedge came up with the idea and said, we cannot let this land go private. And it was the spot where the idea for the national park system came from. We're out here at the Clark Canyon Reservoir. My fiance and I, we're headed south for the winter. We're gonna be doing what is called snowbirding. You're heading north for the summer, you're heading south for the winter. You're chasing that perfect weather. So from the campground, we were able to look across the lake and we saw this island kind of sitting out here in the middle of the lake and thought, let's see if we can hike to the top of it. I think that might be kind of fun.
So as soon as we got to the shore of this island, I immediately saw a tiny little gardener snake. Christina saw a pretty big spider. So we're gonna have to keep our eyes peeled. I don't know if we're gonna make it to the top of this hill or not, because there's no trail, and this island obviously has some wildlife. Who knows how many other snakes there are if I saw one that quickly. It's like we have cactus. Definitely feeling the higher elevation here. I wouldn't say it's a super steep hike, but it's about as steep as stairs are. On our way back down, I only saw the one snake. I only saw the one little spider. There's a lot of birds, lots of little tiny sparrows, which was kind of neat to watch the sparrows fly and play around. Somewhere below us at the bottom of this reservoir was where Lewis and Clark camped out for like 3 nights. Well, that was a fun little hike. It's Monday morning and I'm in the parking lot of a Cracker Barrel just north of Salt Lake City in Utah. I'm sure everybody's heard of urban camping and staying in Walmart parking lots. You don't have to stay in a Walmart parking lot, and honestly, I don't recommend it. I use 2 apps. I have an app that's called Trucker Path, and I have an app that's called Campendium. There's a ton of resources and information out there about Campendium. Not as much about Trucker Path, and I really recommend Trucker Path. It'll show you dump sites, rest stops, and any place to pull over and park. Cracker Barrel offers overnight parking, and it's not a bad place to get some dinner or some breakfast. I even found a freshwater spigot so that we were able to fill up our freshwater tap, so we had water for the night. We stopped here because we're heading towards Bryce National Park right now. In Bryce National Park, I mean, the halfway point for us was really Salt Lake City. So we were gonna do the urban boondocking, and that's a parking lot. My 3 top picks for urban boondocking would be Pilot truck stops, Flying J truck stops, and Cabela's. The Cabela's retailer is an awesome place to stop. Today, we're gonna push on down to Beaver, Utah. It's only about 230 miles from here, so it should be a pretty chill day today. Down in Beaver, I think we're gonna stay the night at a Flying J truck stop. So another morning on our traveling down south, and we are in this overflow parking lot at the Flying J. It wasn't a bad night at all. You know, the truck stops are going to be a little bit louder than a place like Cabela's because it is an active truck stop. These truckers are driving all night long, but it's really not that loud. If noise bothers you, then you probably want to find some place like a Cabela's or some BLM land to stay at for the night. Heading into Bryce Canyon National Park, we're gonna do 5 or 6 days of boondocking, and we've stopped here at the Red Canyon Village. It's also called the Red Canyon Campground. They let you get fresh water and use their dump site here for $10 a rig. So we're here just to top off the tanks before we head on into Bryce Canyon. So we have just arrived at Tom's Best Spring, and this is BLM free camping. BLM, if you don't know, that's Bureau of Land Management, and these are designated areas where you can tent camp or RV camp for absolutely free. The thing about this particular dispersed camping area is that we have fantastic cell phone coverage. It's 4G. You know, there's not a lot of dispersed camping areas, especially around the national parks, that give you cell phone coverage.